Hi, it's Jen from Juxtaposy. So July was jeans month in the Sew My Style challenge. And I've never made jeans before, but I have made some pants with sort of success. Not super thrilled with them. So my goal for this month was to make kind of secret jeans. So my work attire is either scrubs or business casual. And I really struggle with finding business casual pants that are flattering to me. It's just frumpy city all the way. So my thought was if I could take the styling of jeans and make them in fabric that didn't just scream blue jeans, that maybe I could kind of get away with some secret jeans. So I actually made two pairs. One I'm more happy with than the other, but I will definitely wear both. I've already worn both pairs to work. They seem to pass for work casual pants, so I'm excited about that. So let's go in and I'll tell you about both pairs that I made were from the Ames pattern by Cashmerette, and they are specialized for curvy bodies. So that's where I wanted to start. I knew I wanted to have my jeans to have a little stretch in them for comfort, and I have a curvy shape, and I had really just been curious about trying the Cashmerette patterns. So that's the one I chose out of the different choices, and I am thrilled with that choice. My first pair is just gray. It is actually denim, but it doesn't really show too much of a denim weave. It's got 2% spandex in it, so it's got a good amount of stretch, which I wanted for comfort, and the Ames jeans are designed to be made with a stretch fabric. So one of the things with the Ames jeans is you have the choice between a pear shape and an apple shape, and I'm not sure why I thought I had a pear shape. I don't know, but I don't. I have an apple shape, but I cut them for a pear shape, and then when I got to the final fit, it was no. But it was super easy to fix. I just trimmed down the sides and made them a little more apple shaped, and then the second pair I just started with the apple shape to begin with. And because I had just planned on them being a wearable tall, I didn't even put a button or anything on them. I just used some quilting cotton I had on hand for the waistband. But it turned out I really liked how they fit, and I enjoyed wearing them a lot. However, you may notice that somehow in the first time I washed them, I managed to get a bleach stain at the bottom. I guess that's better than a bleach stain being right in the middle of them, because they are salvageable, but I was certainly disappointed about it. So I turned up the hem just right above where that bleach stain was to try to hide that. I did actually add a button on them now. I wore them to work the first time with no button and just a belt because, like I said, I wasn't expecting too much out of this pair. I haven't, so right now the buttonhole is just cut in the fabric, and I will actually hand work this buttonhole because that is a skill that I want to learn. And when I tried the buttonhole on the other pair, it did not work out well, so I think I just want to learn how to do the hand ones anyway, and I love sewing things by hand, so that's not really a hardship for me at all. I know you might have been wondering about my claims of business casual when I showed you the gray jeans first with, just my tank top on. So now I have some footage of them. After I've turned up the hem, put a button on them, they probably still need a belt, but with more of what I would actually wear to work. And I think this might be pushing the boundaries of work casual a little bit, but I think I can skate through it. So that was the wearable toile version, and the fabric I picked for my actual version is this floral denim, which is also from Joann's, and I was super excited about this. I love all things floral. I have a few different pairs of floral pants. I'm not sure how many pairs of flowery pants are too many, but I'm sure I will cross that line if I haven't already. And I also just realized how, so much pattern. I apologize. So, I made these up and my daughter was here and she was like, no, Mom. She's like, how about if you make them shorter? She's like, I think that would look kind of a cute summery look. So I did, and I marked where I wanted them to be. And then I cut them off right there, which was where I wanted the finished length to be, not where I wanted to cut them. So they're a little bit too short. My plan for yesterday was to add like a cuff to them and turn it up where it would just hide them, that original seam line, because I have some fabric left over. But then as I was shooting the footage for this, I noticed some other things and I think I might change my mind about it. So first up, I did put a button on these right from the beginning and that went smooth. The buttonhole did not go smooth. Belt loops, pretty happy about them. However, the waistband, I didn't catch the waistband facing all the way like I did fine here. Here, no. So that's not a big deal. I can just, turn that under and, do a little hand stitch, which I don't mind to do. So that seemed like a reasonable thing. But then I also noticed that I only wore these one time, and I don't know if I'll get it to show, but see how the fabric is pilling up already in the thigh area? And the fabric kind of stretched out and looks a little bit baggier than I want it to. All in all, like I enjoy wearing them. They're super cute, but I'm not going to put the extra time into adding a cuff on them. I'm not going to fix the waistband. They're going to be, unfortunately, one season pants. I'll wear them this summer, and then we'll get chopped up for scraps to stuff my dog's bed with. So, all in all, I am just thrilled with this Ames pattern. I am looking forward to making lots more things from it. I enjoyed the construction immensely. One of the things I like about it is that it is not a true flat bell seam. You stitch it and you serge it and you lay it down, and then you top stitch over it, so it gives that appearance, but there's actually one less layer of bulk. And since my goal was to kind of have these pass as work pants, that was actually perfect for my plan. So I wasn't entirely thrilled with my fabric choice with the floral fabric, and that really did affect the fit. The other thing that affected the fit is from the time I cut these out till now, I've lost 5 pounds, which I'm absolutely not complaining about, but it is enough to shift that fit just a little bit. So I may even go down another size when I make them next time. We'll see. It depends on if I've lost any more weight. If not, I don't know if I'm going to push it quite that far just yet. So I am super glad that the SewMyStyle challenge pushed me to get out of my comfort zone a little bit, because I don't think I would have ever attempted to sew jeans without the whole community doing it together. It's kind of fun to be part of a group. So if you don't know about the SewMyStyle challenge, I will link the information down below, because it's super fun. So thanks for hanging out, and if you are interested in seeing more of my sewing and crafting adventures or misadventures, as the case may be, please subscribe, join us. I'd love to have you. Thanks.